So what is the median? How do we work it out? Find out in today's video. So what is going on, guys? This is Mr. Ryan's Tutoring here, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video we are going to work out how to find the median of a set of numbers. And just like every other video I've been making, we first need to explain what median actually means. And it's quite simple really. It's just simply the middle of a set of numbers. But instead of telling you the definition and only the definition, it's always best to do an example. So for this example, I'm going to use the following numbers: 1, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So to work out the median for this one, it's actually really simple. All we need to do is we need to cross off the numbers. So I'm going to explain that in a little bit more detail. So for example, I'm first going to cross off the 1, and then I'm going to go over to the 9 and cross off the 9. And then I'm going to go over to the 3 and cross off the 3. And then I'm going to go over to the 8 and cross off the 8. And then I'm going to repeat that pattern until I get to the middle number. And as you can see, the middle number is 6, and this is because there's 3 numbers on one side and 3 numbers on the other, meaning 6 is slap bang in the middle of that set of numbers. I hope that makes sense. So without further ado, let's move on to the quiz. So for this quiz, I'm going to use the following numbers: 10, 20, 20, 30, 40, 40, and 100. And if you guys were paying attention, which I'm sure you all were, you would have got the answer of 30 as the median. So you probably noticed in the example and the quiz that the numbers were in order. But what happens when the numbers are not in order? So I think in order to figure this out, we need to do another example, guys, because we can't just leave it like this. So on the screen in front of you, I'm going to write the following numbers: 6, 2, 1, 7, 9. Now unfortunately for this example, we can't go just straight to finding the median like the previous example because the numbers aren't in order. So first of all, we actually need to put this set of numbers in the correct order. So guys, if we put these numbers in order, we should have the following numbers. We should have 1, 2, 6, 7, and 9. That's 1, 2, 6, 7, and 9. Then once you've done that, guys, you'd use the exact same method as you did before by crossing the numbers off one by one. And when you do that, you should get the answer of 6 as your median. Of course, guys, as amusement, yes, Mr. Ryan is getting very wet, but he's not going to stop in his mission to make sure you guys are fully educated on this topic, because there's one more thing we need to do, and that's what happens when we don't have an equal amount of numbers on either side. How do we find the median then? So you know the drill. Let's do another example, let's do another quiz, and let's smash this one out of the way. So for our final example, we are going to use the following numbers: 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 600. So guys, if we use our normal method for this one, there's a little bit of a problem. We are sort of stuck between 300 and 400 because there's not an even amount of numbers on either side of the set. So we're going to have to use a little formula to work this out. All we do in this situation is actually quite simple. Is we get the 2 numbers that are closest to the middle, which in this case is 300 and 400. We add them together, which gets us 700. Then we divide that by 2, which gets us 350, and that makes 350 the middle number, which means that is the median. You use this method as well, even if the numbers aren't in order. You just put them in order and use the exact same method that I just showed you then. But anyway, let's move on to a quick quiz on the topic, and let's see if you guys know what you're doing. Just a heads up, guys, you may need a calculator to work out the next few questions. This is because when the numbers get really big, they can be incredibly hard to add and divide. So for the quiz, I am going to use the following numbers: 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 and 7,000. Once again guys, if you guys were paying attention, you would have got the answer of 4,500. So guys, if you managed to get all of the questions correct so far, then congratulations, you're doing really well. But to prove your knowledge even further, it's now time for Mr. Ryan Jr.'s Grand Finale Quiz. So for today's Grand Finale Quiz, Mr. Ryan Jr. is going to put 4 sets of numbers on the screen, and it's your guys' job to find the median in each one of them. Some of them will be simple, but some of them will require to use the method that we'll learn later in the video. So this could be tricky, but I'm sure you guys have got this. Make sure you use your calculators, and good luck. And if you guys were able to get those questions correct, then congratulations, you are now Median Masters. Anyway guys, that is it for today's video, but don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.